Nepal earthquake, magnitude 7.3, strikes near Everest. The major earthquake has struck eastern Nepal, near Mount Everest, 2 weeks after more than 8,000 died in a devastating quake. At least 4 people have been killed and an unknown number injured, according to aid agencies. The latest earthquake hit near the town of Namche Bazaar, near Mount Everest. The U.S. Geological Survey said it had a magnitude of 7.3. An earthquake on April 25, centered in western Nepal, had a magnitude of 7.8. The latest tremor was also felt in northern India and Bangladesh. Follow the latest developments on our live page. In the Nepalese capital Kathmandu, which was badly damaged last month, people rushed out of buildings as the quake struck at 12:35 local time 6:50 GMT. Rescue helicopters have been sent to districts northeast of the capital, that are believed to be worst affected. You could feel it really strongly. It went on for about 25 seconds, the ground was shaking, the birds started squawking, you could feel the buildings shaking. There was another aftershock and people were all out on the street. That aftershock really added anxiety and panic. People started crying. They are calm but you can tell they are all scared. The BBC's Yogit Alim, who was in Nepal's mountains when the latest earthquake struck, said, "The earth shook and it shook for a pretty long time. I can't completely understand the sense of panic. We have been seeing tremors, it's been 2.5 weeks since the first quake. But this one really felt like it went on for a really long time. People have been terrified." At least 4 people were killed in the town of Kotora, east of the capital, Kathmandu, where a number of buildings are reported to have collapsed. The International Organization for Migration said bodies were being pulled from rubble there. Krishna Yayali, the chief district officer for Kotora, said there had been a number of landslides. The epicenter of the latest earthquake was 83 kilometers 52 miles east of Kathmandu, in a rural area close to the Chinese border. It struck at a depth of 15 kilometers 9.3 miles according to the U.S. Geological Survey, the same depth as the April 25 quake. Shallow earthquakes are more likely to cause more damage at the surface. Tuesday's earthquake is likely to be one of the largest to hit Nepal, which has suffered hundreds of aftershocks since April 25. The 7.3 quake was followed by 6 aftershocks of magnitude 5.0 or higher. One tremor that hit 30 minutes later, centered on the district of Ramktap, east of Kathmandu, had a magnitude of 6.3. By any stretch, a magnitude 7.3 quake is a big one. It's not quite as big as the quake on April 25, 7.8, which was 5.5 times more energetic, but it's a major tremor nonetheless. Since April 25, the immediate analysis had suggested that more activity on the fault was possible because the previous event had not ruptured all the way to the surface. That meant some of the strain built up in the rocks over the years had not all been released. One has to hope that the buildings which were damaged last time have been felt in subsequent aftershocks, or have been put out of bounds. This will limit the casualties this time. But further landslides and avalanches in the mountainous terrain are a persistent risk. And, of course, another big tremor does nothing for the frayed nerves of an already anxious population.